Okay, everybody, I'm here with my Gas EC300 2012. I was going to swap this tire because it's pretty worn over to the XR650R to ride 5 miles of hell and possibly knobby knife these corners a little bit better. And just this way, Morgan at Highland Cycle would get this tire on the XR650R because we're probably going to see if we can get a tire sponsor, put a fresh pair totally on the XR650R, and this one could be then just a throwaway tire, one last run, and I have a new cheater tire actually for the gas. It's only a 110 size, but I got that thinking I'd put it on the XR650R, but you know, I spent like 70 something dollars on that tire from my local shop here, Slavens Racing. They're awesome, check them out if you're local. But what I noticed looking at the tire, just how it's parked. So I looked over here at my gas and noticed, hey, there's a wet spot. Wait, you know what? I think I got a hole. One there and one there. It looked like that one over here, but I had touched it because I was like, what is that? But I also noticed there's one down here too. I think I got a couple holes, and which is pretty cool because I have the TireJect tire sealant inside with the TUBliss system, because I was testing that out and apparently it sealed the holes up. So I think there's 3. So I must have run over something, some wire or something, that fine hole. And yeah, the tire sealant actually worked. So I'll show you the tire sealant when I take this off. And I think I might go ahead and still use this tire. Find out when I get it off if there is a hole, if there's anything in the tire. And I still might put on the XR because I think I have enough tire sealant. If I can drain any out that's in here out, I will. And yeah, we'll go from there. So I got the 505 Cheater. It's a Shinko brand. It's a 120, 118 tire off the gas. And I don't know if water got in there or if this is what the TireJect stuff happens, but my concern is that maybe because I was running such low PSI or got a hole, and I was running really low PSI, I just hadn't checked in a while. This big glob of stuff is in there. And there's some other liquid. I can't tell if that's water or that's a byproduct of this, but this looks like the TireJect turned into one big piece of rubber. So, I mean, it worked. It seemed like it sealed that hole. I don't know at what point I got that hole, but this is what was inside the tire with the TUBliss system, as you can see right over there. So I don't know, a big thing of rubber. So that amount of TireJect, I forget what it was I put in here, I would have to refer to my first video. That is that's a lot. That would seal a lot of holes, but yeah, it's used up, that's for sure. I was hoping I could transfer some of that over, or leave it in here, I mean, put it on the, just add more to it, but I think I'm going to clean this out. I'm going to add what I have, and I think just hope for the best that it seals anything on here, and just still use this tire on 5 miles of hell. I want to show the liquid in the tire. I don't know if you can see that, but there's the liquid in there. It's quite a lot of liquid. So I don't know if that's water that got in there or what, but there's the inside. So I got the back wheel off the XR650R and show the TireJect tire sealant here. You can see it's still blue. It's pooled into there. Looks like there's a few globs. There's like that spider web thing going on. Quite sure what that's all about, but for the most part it's still there. Just a few globby spots, but it's in there. It's still liquid, as you can see. I'm gonna try to spoon some of that out into the new tire just because I don't have enough. Otherwise, well, new tire, putting the old tire that I showed earlier on this bike. So I got the tire installed on the XR650R. I put on an MT43 actually on the gas that I've had. I didn't put any TireJect in there because I didn't think I had enough, but I probably could have. There's roughly just over 100 milliliters in the rear tire of the XR650R now, which that's only going to be used for a ride. That should fill any holes should I get a puncture on 5 miles of hell with that big bike. We'll see. Hopefully I don't, or that it works, and I think it will, because like I showed you, the tire, well, that's on the XR650R, that was on the gas, actually had 3 holes, and it filled it and it worked. Now, why there was that large lump of rubber, I might have been the extremely low pressures I've been running, maybe because I went through some water a few times, a bunch of times since I've had it installed, the TireJect, and the low pressure, maybe water got in there and that, I don't know, made everything solid. I really don't know what the liquid was. It was a little oily, but there was way too much in there to be just the TireJect, especially with the glob of rubber. So I don't know what the deal was. As you saw on the XR650R, and which was the K270 tire from Kinda, it was still blue. It still worked just fine. There was some globs and some, I'll call it spider webbing, but for the most part, it was all liquid, and it was still, you know, going around the tire just fine. But I didn't run that tire at a really extreme low pressure to begin with, and didn't get a hole that I know of in it. So, you know, maybe there was a combination getting the holes and all that, that the gas tire, that 505 cheater, just had an issue, and I don't know. But maybe TireJect will say, hey, that's normal if this occurs. You know, some sort of, you know, combination of things or whatever, and chime in, because, yeah, I don't know. But I think it worked because it sealed 3 holes, so hey, that's good. So good review there. I'll be doing more reviews with it. It's just I have to get that bike ready for this weekend. I have to get the XR650R ready for Morgan at Highland Cycles out of Montrose, Colorado, because we're going to auction it off for Motorcycle Relief Project, and we're going to ride 5 miles of hell. Then basically Morgan's going to take the bike. We've started to get some parts in, and he's going to fix it up, go through it. Maybe, I don't know how far he's going to go through it. I think he's going to go through it really well. Maybe tear it all the way down. I don't know. And rebuild it, and yeah, somebody's going to get an awesome dual sport bike, because we're going to be doing it as a dual sport bike, because I have a title for it for the street. So might as well set up as a dual sport. That will get more money for the auction for the vets. So it's a win-win for everybody, right? And plus, Morgan's really big into the XR650Rs also, and I don't know if he's ever set one up as a dual sport, so that might be fun for him, and I'm sure he'll be bringing you videos of my bike, him working on it, what he's doing, and being like, oh my God, what did Mark do with this bike? But we'll sort through all that stuff as it comes, and it should be a fun adventure doing this bike build project and bringing you all those videos. So take care and stay well, my friends. Have a good one. Bye.